Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This subject actually came up from one of my subscribers out here in the real world. We'll just call him Ultron. We were talking and he was wondering, not see that many iconic characters anymore. You used to know these movies just really by the characters from like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. Let's talk about why you don't see that many iconic characters. First thing is they don't want any new characters. Everybody knows who Captain America is, Iron Man. But did you know a character such as Jack Sparrow? I remember when he first came out. I wonder how many people actually knew that Jack Sparrow was actually an animatronic robot on a ride at Disney World. I wonder how many knew that. Up next, they want already established properties like DC. You have Batman, the Joker, and Robin. But what about John Wick? Now, a lot of people like his movies, starring Keanu Reeves. But did you know that John Wick was actually a character in a DC comic before these movies came out? Another thing is these changing platforms. Not everybody has all these streaming channels like you would believe. Let's just take Amazon, for instance. There's this show on there that I keep hearing about at work called The Boys, and this character on there named Homelander. But if you don't have that channel, you don't even really know anything about that. That's another reason why. Another thing is the studios want something safe. They don't want anything controversial. They don't want any conflicted heroes, like Deckard and Blade Runner, played by Harrison Ford. He had a lot of issues going on. We weren't even sure if Deckard was even a human or a replicant. And then there's no originality. Let's take the character Freddy Krueger. Now, when he came out, I never even heard of that. Even the people at the theater, they never heard of that character. That was an original character that came out. I doubt that a movie like Nightmare on Elm Street would even make any money in this day and age. Now, every once in a while, you have a breakout character like Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies. But most of the time, something new come out, something they've never seen, they just bypass that movie and keep on moving. And then there's this fast food mentality that the studios have also, where it's hurry, 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 rush, 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 get this movie out there. And if it's not making money in the first 2 weeks, they just yank it off the screen and then throw it on the streaming. Like the character Vince Vega that John Travolta played in Pulp Fiction. Now that movie was just a cult hit. It really didn't make a whole lot of money. That come from repeated viewings at the theater and then on cable like HBO at that time. But let's look at The Rock. Now let's get serious here. Think about it. Do you know any of the characters that The Rock has played in any of the movies that he's been in? What about Hobbs and Shaw? Was he Hobbs or was he Shaw? No one even cares. All they know is it was just The Rock playing The Rock again in another movie. This is KDS Reviews. I remember KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And throughout the week, we make commentary about the state of Hollywood as far as movie making is. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Like one of my long-time subscribers, Mr. Silverback. And if you want to see another video where I talk about whether you're going to see the movie for the actor or the character, then watch this video right here. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.